Hey guys, Ryan Celestain here from RyanCelestain.com. We're going to be looking at day 5, thinking about my purpose. Point to ponder. Life is a test and a trust. Verse to remember. Unless you are faithful in small matters, you won't be faithful in large ones. Luke 16:10. Question to consider. What has happened to me recently that I now realize was a test from God? What are the greatest matters God has entrusted to me? Now, one of the things for me, um, I've kind of always looked at life as being a test, um, where I would be given something, and if I passed the test, I could move on to the next part. Obviously, I'd learn things along the way, but I could use what I learned to go to the next part. And if I failed the test, the next time I got to the test, I could learn from my failures to get past the text the next time. And I'll be honest with my life, I've I've failed a lot of tests in life, and I'm not sure if you can relate, but I mean, there's a lot of things that I've really struggled with in life, and I've failed a lot of tests, and it's it seems it, it's not always easy, because when we're going through those trials, I personally don't realize it's a test. That thought never crosses my mind. Obviously, afterwards, I'm like, oh, that was a test. But when I'm going through it, I never really think of it as a test. And I think that if we looked at our lives like that, that it was a test, and depending on how we did what we were about to do, we would be not necessarily punished, but we would be rewarded, or we would not be rewarded for that. And I think that if we took that mentality, I think that we would live a more powerful life. We would be able to impact more people and inspire more people, and live at just a higher level. And one of the things for me, a test, I've had a lot of tests the last couple weeks, last couple months. I feel that God puts me in a position to really see what I'm all about, where my heart is, where my head's at. And I'll be honest, sometimes I fail. Sometimes I pass a test, but sometimes I fail. And I always look back and I say, man, I'm not going to do that again. I'm not going to make that stupid mistake again. And then it happens again. And I fail that test over and over and over again. And for me, it's a great indicator of what I really need to work on in my life. If I'm passing a test, if I'm passing different things, that means it's going great. I figured something out in that area of my life. But if I keep failing the same test over and over again, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. And for me, I have failed some tests so many times, over and over and over again. And each time I fail, I say, you know what? I'm not going to let that happen next time. And what happens? It happens again. It happens again. So for me, it's a big indicator of what I really need to work on in my life and where I really need to focus. And the last question, what are the greatest matters God has entrusted to me? This one is a little difficult for me, as far as having 100% understanding of exactly what this question means. I've been blessed with a lot of opportunities, and a lot of opportunities to reach more people and inspire and empower more people. And I believe that's something that God entrusted to me. He saw that I had the ability to do that, and He allowed me to do that. And I feel I have an obligation to bring value to other people's lives. So I think that's one of the things that God has entrusted to me. And if I hope that I have an understanding of that question. If not, maybe you guys can help me out. And if you're watching this video for the first time, this is actually a video series from the book The Purpose Driven Life. And this is actually day 5, and at the end of each chapter they actually have these questions and these things to think about and verses to remember. And what I've done, I decided to go on this challenge of reading this book, The Purpose Driven Life, and I invited anyone who wanted to read this with me. And what I've done, I've uploaded a chapter a day from the book. So whether you have the book or not, you can actually log onto YouTube and listen to the audio program. And what I encourage everyone to do is post a video response or a comment, just like what I'm doing right now. I'm giving my takeaways, my questions, comments, concerns about each chapter, and I'm doing that in the hopes that other people will respond. They'll leave a comment, a video response, and they may have a different viewpoint, or they may see something differently than I do, and I'll be able to get a better understanding of what this chapter was talking about, what the Bible is talking about, and things like that, and vice versa. Maybe someone can learn from me. And my biggest goal for doing this is that we all can learn from each other, because we all have, different ages, gender, race, sex, and I guess gender and sex are the same thing. But we all have different backgrounds, is what I'm trying to say, and we all can learn from each other, and we all can have a better understanding of the Word. We can have a better walk with the Lord, and we can just go on this spiritual journey together. So if you haven't, if this is the first time you plugged into the video, I encourage you to definitely jump on this series with us. We're having a lot of fun. We're learning a lot from each other, and well, we're gonna be learning a lot from each other. It just started, but and if you have been plugged along, I encourage you, post a comment with your response, with your questions, with your answers, questions, comments, concerns, everything like that, or post a video response, even better. So again, guys, this is Ryan Celestain. I look forward to talking with you very soon, and have a fantastic day.